Hello, my name is Tony Dong. 2018 Honda Accord offers more gears, more space. Honda's top-selling family car is completely redone for 2018 and promises greater efficiency and comfort, though some long-time customers might notice something big missing. That would be the Accord's 3.5-liter V6 engine, a powerful choice on upper trim levels that snarls and delivers snappy acceleration. In its place is a 2.0-liter turbocharged 4-cylinder engine making 252 horsepower and paired with a Honda-designed 10-speed automatic, the first of its kind in a front-wheel drive car. Honda claims the new engine's greater torque, the transmission's improved gearing, and a stiffer chassis that's up to 176 pounds lighter will translate to impressive performance, although we're going to miss that sweet 6. 2017 Honda Civic Type R sets Nürburgring lap record. Lesser Accord models use a 1.5-liter turbocharged 4-cylinder with 192 horsepower that handily outguns the former 2.4-liter naturally aspirated engine. This engine is paired with a continuously variable transmission, or, on sport trims, Honda's slick-shifting 6-speed manual. It's rare to see a family sedan offer a row-your-own gearbox. The coupe, however, will not return for 2018. Inside, the 2018 Accord expands its already spacious legroom by 2.5 inches and increases trunk space by 1 cubic foot to 16.7. The body itself has a 2-inch longer wheelbase but hardly changes in length. It's also slightly wider and lower, and the driver's seating position drops an inch for a sportier feel. Overall, the new Accord looks much like the previous Accord, but with a larger, more upright grille and optional LED headlights. It's a bit more aggressive than before. The week in pictures. Honda has tech covered, too. In-car 4G LTE Wi-Fi, wireless updates for the infotainment system, telematics services such as stolen vehicle tracking, Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, larger screens, and a head-up display are all available. The Honda Sensing suite of driver assists, which include automatic braking and lane departure warning, is standard on every Accord. Physical comforts like cooled front seats and an adaptive suspension will be welcome on those longer rides. Pricing and fuel economy estimates including specifications for the hybrid model will be released closer to the Accord's launch later in the year. Thank you for watching. For the follow-up, subscribe to the channel yourself here.
From the new 2.0-liter requires 6,500 RPM versus 6,200 for the V6, but peak torque is available between 1,500 and 4,000 RPM. The V6 didn't deliver max torque until 4,900 RPM. Honda says it will be able to run on regular octane gasoline, although likely with reduced performance. Both engines employ variable valve timing and high-efficiency, low-inertia turbos for quicker spooling. Transmitting power to the front wheels is the task of a trio of transmission choices. The 1.5 comes paired either with a continuously variable automatic CVT or, in sport trim, an optional 6-speed manual. The 2.0-liter comes with either a 10-speed automatic or an optional 6-speed manual in sport models' virtual fist bump. Honda tells us the CVT is largely new and features an 11% shorter initial ratio for more aggressive step-off, while the 10-speed auto shares its case with the unit in the Odyssey minivan. Honda tells us that it largely has its own ratios. Compared with the 6-speed automatic from the outgoing V6 Accord, the 10-speeder is said to be 22 pounds lighter with a 68% wider overall range, a 43% lower first gear, and a 17% taller top gear. A 2-mode chassis adjustment system is standard on all 2018 Accords. Drivers can alter the sedan's reflexes via normal and sport settings, which will adjust items such as the new dual-pinion variable ratio electric power steering, the transmission shift program, the throttle response, and, when equipped, the adaptive dampers. Yep, top dog 2018 Accord touring models will feature adaptive dampers capable of adjusting every 1/500th of a second. Far less excitingly, an Eco mode aims to improve fuel efficiency by dulling throttle response and vac operation when activated. Metal Shop. With a structure featuring 29% more ultra-high-strength steel, Honda claims the new Accord uses more of the stuff than any of its other current production cars and 54% high-strength steel. It's not surprising that engineers managed to trim a claimed 110 to 176 pounds from the Accord's weight, depending on trim. Torsional stiffness is said to be improved by 34% and bending stiffness by 24%, and the increased rigidity should also aid ride quality, handling dynamics, and cabin quietness. The front suspension is a strut type, with L-shaped aluminum lower arms and an aluminum front subframe, while the rear utilizes a multi-link setup mounted to a rigid floating subframe. Fluid-filled bushings add another level of NVH absorption. With the news that the Accord Coupe will not return for the 2018 model year, it appears the designers made an attempt to soften the blow a bit by reshaping the Accord sedan to have a long, sloping backlight, short trailing edges on the rear door windows, and a full-length character line running from stem to stern. In comparison with the outgoing car, the wheelbase is up by a substantial 2.2 inches, overall length down by 0.4 inch, height is down by 0.6 inch, and width is up by 0.4 inch. The tracks are increased up front by 0.2 inch, and at the rear 0.8, and the overhangs front and rear also have been reduced. A noise abatement plan very similar to the latest Odysseys includes the first ever application of structural adhesives in an Accord, as well as other sound deadening measures such as underbody covers, front and rear engine compartment insulators, and acoustic laminated glass for the windshield and the front door glass on extremes and above. It all should help drastically reduce cabin noise, a sometime Honda bugaboo, as it has in the Odyssey. Trim dandy. Although the final lineup isn't set in stone as of this writing, Honda says the 1.5-litre engine will be available in 6 trim levels: LX, Sport, X, XL, XL Navi, and Touring. The 2.0-litre engine will be available in just 4 models: Sport, XL, XL Navi, and Touring. The hybrid powertrain will return for 2018, with production shifting to Ohio after a few years in Japan. It's slated for an official debut later in the year, but we do know that the Accord Hybrid will be powered by Honda's third general, Atkinson Cycle 2.0-litre 4-cylinder/dual electric motor system that eliminates the need for a conventional transmission. A new intelligent power unit, essentially the batteries and electronic controls, will be mounted under the floor to maintain the Accord's trunk space and folding rear seat. The hybrid will be available in 5 trims: Base, X, XL, XL Navi, and Touring. The interior looks to go more contemporary and upscale. A contoured steering wheel and paddle shifters where applicable front a lower cowl, which should work with 20% thinner pillar assembled by the ultra-high-strength steel to improve forward visibility. The topmost tier of the soft touch instrument panel runs the full width of the dash, while the newly designed front seats make use of a new padding material that offers variable firmness. Higher seatbacks improve shoulder support, and the optional 12-way power driver's seat adds 4-way adjustable lumbar support to its list of tricks. Cooling is now available for the front seats as well as heating. In cars equipped with rear seat heaters, the backs are now heated in addition to the bottom cushions. Armrests are longer, wider, and plusher all around. Although the car is slightly shorter overall, the increased wheelbase provided the engineers the opportunity to move the rear seat aftward, increasing legroom from an already spacious area by 1.9 inches. Better yet, trunk capacity is not compromised in the process, increasing from 15.8 to 16.7 cubic feet. Tech Talk. Honda sensing safety technology is standard across the board, including automated emergency braking that can bring the car to a full stop, plus lane departure warning, road departure mitigation, adaptive cruise control with low speed follow, and new traffic sign recognition. Honda-Link telematics emergency roadside assistance, remote locking and unlocking, remote engine start, stolen vehicle tracking, remote diagnostics, geofencing, speed tracking, and more also will be available, as will wireless device charging, Bluetooth, 4 grams LTE in-car Wi-Fi, and over-the-air system updates. A 6.0-inch head-up display is included in touring. Finally, after years of trying to convince the world otherwise, Honda has relented and will equip every 2018 Accord with not only an analog volume knob, but also a genuine knob for tuning. With the frustration of tuning the radio remedied, we hope it's worth mentioning the various audio systems. LX trims get 4-speaker, 160-watt audio. Sport and X trims get an 8-speaker, 180-watt system. And XL and Touring trims enjoy a 10-speaker, 450-watt audio environment. The Accord hits showrooms this fall. Now that Honda has shown its cards,